Yes, people. What's going? Oh, wait
Oh,
a minute. Hold on.
oh,
Wait a minute.
right.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're,
Hold on.
we're leaving it in.
100%.
We're leaving it in.
That might be indicative of our performance
Yeah,
tomorrow. Just
yeah,
forgetting things, forgetting to
yeah,
do the right stuff at the right
yeah.
time.
Let's
Welcome
just
back
not
to the
bother.
channel.
Let's just not bother. Shut the
Exactly.
channel down. Shut the channel down.
Shut
End
the
the
channel down.
season now. Yeah.
Not doing a preview, mate. Not doing a
No
preview.
thanks. Yeah.
Welcome back to the channel. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, as always. And welcome to the preview for Manchester United's final trip ever in life to Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and we have to take that into account because Everton have been absolutely brilliant since David Moyes has come in, haven't lost,
MOYSEH.
only one draw. MOYSEH. And this is a very, very difficult game. Everton banging form, super confident. They've had the test event for their stadium as well, new stadium, 10,000. Watched their under-18s play against Wigan. And they're all excited. So 10,000 Evertonians have got to go to that stadium and have a look at it. And they're counting down the days at Goodison. And the atmospheres at Goodison at the minute are back to that vintage, but back to Moyes the first time. Atmosphere. So a very difficult game, one that you've seen me probably on multiple platforms and here predict that we're not going to win. So sorry to start off like that, but yes, tough game, very, very tough game.
But history flex might be on our side, yeah, because Everton have lost their last 5 Premier League games against Manchester United, failing to score in the last 4. They last had lost 5 consecutive league games without reply against an opponent, against Wolves, between 1957 and 1960. In fact, Manchester United have won their last 2 away league games against Everton, won 2-1 in October 2022 and 3-0 in November 2023, of course, with the Garnacho overhead kick. They last won 3 in a row at Goodison Park in September 2007, while they kept back-to-back clean sheets against the Toffees in August 1997. So,
well,
history
there. So I'm going to give you the opposite side
back.
to that.
You're going to volley it
back
to me.
We're going to keep volleying back. Yeah, the volley back is Everton have won 4 of their last 5 Premier League games, drawing 1, more than they had in their first 20 games where they won 3, drew 8 and lost 9. This is the latest into a season they're facing Man United, while above them in the table. So wait, hold on a sec. That's crazy.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait.
This is the latest into a season they're facing Man United while above them in the table since their 35th game in the 13-14 season, where Everton were 5th and United were 7th. So for a long time, they haven't faced us being above.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that would have been David Moyes' last game, wouldn't it, for Man United?
Yeah.
Because his last game was against Everton at Goodison Park, wasn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. And he won 1-0.
Yes. And if we're expecting goals, maybe don't expect goals in this game because Manchester United have failed to score in 10 different Premier League games this season, with only Everton, 12, doing so more often. It's the joint most games in which the Red Devils have failed to score in a single season in the competition, along with 04-05 and 15-16. And that 15-16 is LVG's last season. I was a season ticket holder that year, and good grief. Like that... Awful. I've so many 0-0s at home across. I remember just December was like one of the worst times ever. So we're not expecting a lot of goals. But to be fair, like Everton, they're different now. They're different. That was old Everton. Like you said, they've got a bit of a bounce in their step at the moment, don't they? Of course, they've had the takeover now. So they're actually, they've got money. They've got a new stadium. They've got their old manager back. So there is this optimism surrounding them that wasn't there for a long time.
They're away from the relegation zone or moving away from it. So it's not like they're going into it. The last couple of years or 3 years for them has been like, are they going to go up? Are they going to stay down? And the way they started this year was the same thing.
I remember when we played. I remember the last time we lost at Goodison is when Frank Lampard. Remember Frank Lampard's Everton against us in 2022, I think it was, and it was Ralph was in charge there at the time, and Everton was shit, and we were like, there's no way we can lose to Everton. Frank Lampard's Everton, and we did, and I think it was a De Gea mistake.
When we lost 4-0. There was what? Oh yeah, no, yeah. He went to kick it. I was there. He went to kick it and missed it, and then Calvert-Lewin got it and then scored.
Yeah. And I remember one year where we played at.
And there was 1 year before that, 4-0.
I remember one way he kicked it into. Was it Lukaku was still Everton at that point?
That
was a while. This is a while back.
They kicked it into that, and then they scored again.
Yeah, straight.
See?
Yeah.
There's so much blunders.
You know what I mean?
It might have been Ollie's one. There was one where we got lost 4-0, standing there in the cold. I remember on the little island outside the stadium, going, "Look at it, like this is a mess." I think that was as Ollie was on his way out. He was near there. He's on that run when we lost Everton, Leicester as well. But yeah, in recent years, it's actually been all right.
All right, yeah, it's actually been okay.
My issue with this game, though, if we talk about us, my issue with this game, if I'm being totally honest, is just the lack of intensity. I don't know. I feel that we won't match Everton's intensity, their work rate, their physicality, their duel. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be up to that. And that's what worries me. Quality-wise, yeah, of course, you can look at it player for player and go, look, there's still, I think, got some players in there ain't great. Do you know what I mean? You're looking at, Lindstrom, Jack Harrison, James Garner, Jesse Gate. These aren't top draw players, but right now, as a team, they're operating at a better level than us as a team. They understand they're running harder, they're running smarter, and more importantly, they're scoring goals. They're scoring more goals than we are. They're scoring 2 in pretty much every game. Beto, it's basically like the Mateta situation where the player was laughed at. Beto was like, let's be honest, he was crying. He was hiding his face after missing chances and having a real tough time. Real tough time. Reinvigorated. Same as Mateta. Mateta was that laughing stock, and now he's kicking down corner flags. Beto.
I know.
That's what we're going to see, bro. That's what we're going to see.
And then when you come to us, obviously, our players aren't very good anyway, and they're disappearing because more and more are getting injured. We still don't know who's going to be back at the time of recording this. We don't know who's back or who isn't back. Obviously we know Ahmad's not going to be back. We know Cobby's not going to be back. Who else we're looking at could possibly be out? I mean, Ugarte had a knock, didn't he, in the last game? Toby Colley had a knock in the last game. Ericsson and Yoro should be back because they were ill in the last time out against Spurs. But so if you're looking at the team, you're probably going right. Onana in goal, back 3 of I don't know, Delict. Well, probably Delict, Maguire, Yoro. If Yoro's back from illness, probably.
We might go with Mazraoui again. Just experience and just intensity, and I think he'll probably go with Mazraoui. But I don't know. Yeah, you're right. If you don't know about that, it's like 50-50. No. Sometimes Yoro plays the games. I'll be like, I don't know if he should play this one, and he plays.
Dallo and Dorgu again will probably be the wing backs.
Yeah.
Midfield.
Raftisi's back. We don't know who's back. I mean,
there isn't many.
If Collier and Ugarte are back, then it helps. But if not, it might be the same team as against Spurs.
It might not be a million miles off. I wouldn't be sure.
Probably be Bruno and Casemiro again, because if they're not back, then you can't put anyone else.
Well, we saw last week. We saw last week that Ruben Amorim basically he named a bench of players and went, I don't want to bring them on. So what would have changed in 7 days for him to go right? Actually, now I do want to play. I don't want to bring on Siko Kone.
As long as they're not for minor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Those players would have got back.
Unless it was just a thing. And to be fair, I did see people saying this when it was a bit like, well, a lot of those illnesses and the injuries happened later on in the week. And it was just a case of, I do believe in those young players, but it was just too soon, too quick. Don't want to throw him in straight away. I'd rather have, because it's another full week. He's had another full week of that team. Weeks. So if he had a full week with some of those younger players like Kone or like, Cheeto, then that might be a bit different. We'll see. I still think if I had to pick one of those young players that's most likely to start, it probably would, two. It probably would be either Aiden Heaven, although he played midweek, so I don't know if he'll play.
Yeah, he does.
And then maybe Kone might be the one we go, I could actually maybe see him. Just because we've literally got no midfielders. We've got no midfielders available.
But if no midfielders are available, he's still going to go Bruno and Casemiro. He will. He won't bring in second Kone.
The mad thing was against Spurs is Casemiro, man. Like a lot of people, it was just like, how is he still on the pitch? How is he still? I don't know. Maybe like you said, because Ericsson will be back. You would think from illness. He might even go like Bruno Ericsson instead of playing Casemiro. He doesn't like him. He does not like Casemiro.
I'd rather play Casemiro just in this game because of the aerial thing. That's too weak. You can't play Bruno now. What if he went? The bar's low, but you can't. Casemiro's got to play, man.
Who's going to play in the 10s?
Well, Xerxes definitely.
Xerxes. Do you think he'll go down actually again?
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna
Are
have
we?
to.
So what we're basically saying then, because the options are
Same
so
team.
limited, like we said, it's likelihood is it's going to be the same team. Maybe one or two players might come back in.
Maybe Ugarte's back.
Yeah.
Maybe Ugarte's back. Well, we have to say maybe for all of them. Maybe
Mm.
Collier, because we never really knew what their injuries were, how
Yeah.
long. He said we had some issues with some injuries and they just weren't in the squad.
Yeah.
They could be minor knocks where they just couldn't make the Spurs game, and then
Yeah.
that's it. They're all right now. A whole week later, so we
Yeah.
could look quite healthy. We could get all of them back.
Yeah. Well,
Ericsson's
we know,
already
like I
tweeted
said, yeah.
saying, that's just a precaution. I'm fine. I just had a fever. He should be fine. He should be
Yeah.
available then, really. So really, you could have them all back. Apart
And
from
the
Kobe.
thing is, we don't know because obviously there was the pictures going around in the week of them on the bonding night out, and they're all
went for
there
a meal, went
walking.
bowling.
So they're like, wow, look, they can all walk, they can all bowl. They must be ready to play. You go, well, Kobe's there.
Kobe was there.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure.
It doesn't mean that Mason Mount was bloody there.
Exactly. I think was Shaw there. I don't know.
I didn't see the pictures of him, but it doesn't mean he wasn't there.
No.
But no, I think the team, if the players aren't back yet, it will basically be the same team. I don't think he will be starting any of them youngsters from the bench unless there are more injuries on top of the ones from last time, i.e. Casemiro's picked up a hamstring thing and there's literally, then it will. If there's no Casemiro, Ericsson, Collier, or Ugarte, or Kobe, then yes, Sekou Kone will get started, but isn't it? Won't.
Do you think someone like Cheetah would get more time than he got last week?
I think he'll get more time this time. Yeah, I think especially if it'd be interesting if we get these players back if he's still there, like on the bench.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting when we get more players back. Is there still space for the bench on him? Because that would signify some intent. But I'm just not sure. We have to wait until the presser later on. We just don't know who's back. Hopefully, he says, "Yep, we've got some back." We've got one more training today. We'll wait and see how they respond. It might be that, or it might be no. Earlier in the week, we had players returning, so they're looking good. So yeah, apart from Ahmad and Kobe, hopefully it's that. Hopefully we get Collier and Ugarte back. So basically, all we're saying is two: Collier and Ugarte and Ericsson.
Ericsson, Yoro.
Oh yeah, Yoro was his illness as well, wasn't it? He'll be back.
Yeah.
Yoro will be back.
Yeah.
I think Yoro and Ericsson will be back. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, but
definitely be back.
But at the back, though, it's like, we can get by, and it's not really. Yoro coming back's all right, I suppose, but it's not.
We still don't have anyone in midfield, and we still can't score goals.
We need, and even Collier, bless him, like he's up and coming in it. It's not like Collier's back good, would be all right against Everton. He's still. No, you kind of need Ugarte.
You look at Ugarte to be like, can you just put some tackles in?
Just run around. He can match the intensity at least,
Yeah.
So I think I've got a feeling Ugarte will be back, but we shall see. I've done my prediction already. 2-0 to Everton. What are you saying?
Well, you're going to be shocked by this. You're going to be really, really surprised. I can't even go with a 1-0 Man United. Do you know how mad that is?
No, we don't keep clean sheets.
Because we don't keep clean sheets, and we can 2-1 Manchester United.
The Owen special.
We can see first.
The Owen special one is always because we always concede, and we don't score that much. So to win, you have to go 2.
So it has to be 2-1. That's the logic.
All right, guys, let us know what you guys think. Am I being way too negative? I think it's going to be a 2-0 loss. Am I just getting sucked in? That's what I'm saying. Is Owen being too positive? Is Owen being deluded?
Oh no, I don't think we'll win 2-1. That's the prediction.
So what do you think will happen? Come on, you've never given us
probably lose. I'd take a draw.
So would I. I'd take a draw.
But just predictions.
Just get to that Ipswich game. All right, cool. We go from there. Smash a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're out of here. See you on match day. Peace.